Thank you.
I think you have a special guest to call up.
Yes, I would like to call Barbara Giordano. And yes.
Wow, welcome. It was such a pleasure to watch you on screen. Thank you for joining us. So I'll let everyone gather their thoughts, think of your own questions, and I'll start with a few of my own. First, Claudia, for you, how did this film come to be? Tell us the story from beginning to end. The script?
I've always been attracted to a few things. One thing is actually superheroes, anti-superheroes. I grew up in Lima, and on television, there was this character, El Chapulín Colorado, and I grew up with that. And it was like the type of superhero that messes it up all the time. I also wanted to create some kind of a story about someone who has a battle, an internal battle. And I just decided to mix all these things together, and Love Me Tender was born this way.
And when did Barbara become a part of the project?
During the casting, we met, and in about 2 minutes, I knew it was her.
Barbara, can you tell us, how did you prepare to play Seconda?
Yes, hi. I'm very glad to be here. It's incredible for me. And we work a lot together, and with the home too. The home is one important character of the film, and so Seconda has born with the home, with her relationship with the home, and with the relationship with the cat, because that's too, and with all the objects. This is a part of Seconda, and this.
I'm so curious. Did you do the film chronologically in sequence? Was it all building up to that dance scene at the end?
We did film chronologically. There was like an amazing thing that the production, Michela Pini, my producer, is actually here. 2 of my producers are missing, but she was able to come, and they were amazing enough to let us do that. It was important for us actually to be able to do this, because Barbara was able to actually develop her character in a very natural way, in a very organic way. It was also easier because the location was pretty much the house. And then we could actually start with that for a very long time.
You're so economical in how you use the space of the house. I'm really curious, how many people, what was the most amount of people you had filming at one time in that space?
We were very few. We were a very small crew. The director of photography, Diego Romero Suarez, who's from Spain but works a lot in the US. He actually is the kind of director of photography who doesn't really need anything but his camera and natural light. He doesn't like to work with a lot of electricity light. And that was great, because we would actually not need such a big crew, such a big, too many people around it. So it was a very small crew of, 4, 5 around the camera, 2 people on the sound, and then some people for costumes, and 10 people.
And before I take it to the audience, Barbara, can you tell us, was the dance choreographed, or are you just like the most expressive, amazing dancer of all time?
Choreography?
Choreography? No, la coreógrafa.
We had a choreographer.
Yes. And she is the crazy girl in the...
Who fights with her?
Yes, yeah. She's Elena Gigliotti. She's a fantastic actress, Italian actress like me.
And choreographer.
And choreographer.
Yes.
And she helped me. No, she does my choreography, and we yes, maybe for the preparation was the we do a lot of
Well,
yes.
yeah, when I saw them working, we had all these ideas with Elena. We would actually work. I was in Lugano and she was in Rome, and we'd actually decide on the choreography by distance. So I would pick up like some YouTube things that are like boxing, and then some like I don't know, like Spanish dancing, and and I would say like, Elena, I like this, and then like she would pull the whole thing together, and then she started working with her, and they would send me images and like videos. And at the beginning, like she was like, I won't be able to do this. And little by little, she actually got to do the whole thing, which seems is not like, it's actually very studied. So, yeah.
The casting too, she asked me and to all the actors who made the casting
To improvise.
No, improvise. You don't remember.
No. No,
Because
exactly.
I studied so much.
Yeah,
and-
that's true.
Because
True.
my agent said to me, the director wants that you prepare one choreography. What? And with the music, so was August and was so hot, and I
We don't
tried.
have AC.
I
in
proposed
our-
one choreography, and all my friends say, "No, Barbara, please, it's too crazy for a casting." Oh, please! But they were happy, and she says to me that when
we actually once we had done all the castings in Rome, we kept watching them, and I was like, yeah, but that thing she did, like like, that's very weird. We should. Yes.
It's a good lesson to take risks.
Right.
I'd love to hear from the audience. Does anyone have any questions? Yes.
So I wrote the script very, very fast, but the one that I had that I thought was finished, actually the kid was missing. So there was something missing, and I couldn't find out what it was. And one day I was talking with Tiziana, who's one of the producers. We went to have a few drinks. And I'm like, do you feel it too? And she's like, yeah, there's like, the story is great, but actually, yeah, there's something missing. And talking, and suddenly I said, what about this? And she's like, well, how much are you going to have to change the script to do that? And I'm like, let's see. And actually, in about 2 days, everything was so natural to actually get to have her little that it just came out to be like what it had to be. But yeah. Yes. I actually studied there for 3 months because I took like the long summer class because it was expensive for me to attend the whole thing. So that summer I had enough money, and I went for 3 months, and I was an anthropology student in Switzerland, and I was able to do that, and that's when I started mixing up anthropology and film and all that stuff. And yeah, but I went to actually to do documentary filmmaking with Susan Korda, who was my mentor there. Thank you.
Is there a hand in the back that I saw? No? Yes.
Yes.
How did you mix the very serious illness issues with the humor and fantastic, surreal qualities? Because it was such a great balance.
I guess writing the script, I never really wanted to talk about the illness itself. It's part of the context, but really, when you see the film, you don't really know what she suffers of because it's really never said. She can't get out of the house. Some people might think it's anxiety. Some people might think, well, it's something worse, but you really don't know. So that allowed me to have enough freedom to actually just say, she just can't get out. And yeah, it's an issue, but there's nothing more I can tell you about this. So I really never went inside the medical specifics, and I didn't want to, because the film is really about an existential search. It's about an internal fight. It's about how someone is able to actually get out of there. So,
How many hours did you shoot in total?
I would have to ask her, Miki, but I don't know exactly hours, but it was 5 weeks. Yeah. No? It's true, because actually working with pretty much one actress in one specific location, you do what you need to do, and after like an entire day, you're like, well, we don't have any other actors today, so there was nothing more we could do. So that was like a bit of the limitation we had. Yeah, and so we didn't do extra hours, but maybe next time, Miki.
Uh-oh. Was there a second hand in the... Yes.
Yes. I have two actually I'm working on. One that I want to shoot in Peru, in Lima, in the Lima of the 90s, when terrorism was a big thing. And another one in Florida, because all my family from Peru actually lives in Florida. And that's where I went to university, and I know Florida very well, and especially the Hispanic community. Thank you.
That was a great way to wrap. I wish we could talk with you longer. You're both so charming. The film is amazing.
Thank you.
It's still screening 2 more times, so tell your friends, tell your family to come see the film again. Congratulations, and thank you for joining us, both of you.
Thank you. Thanks.